Before the flood, before thunder found its voice, the world was young yet already weary. Men built cities of pride and iron, and the ground sighed beneath their feet. The sky dimmed with smoke and greed, but among the noise of kings and idols walked one man whose heart belonged to silence. His name was Enoch. He sought no throne, no temple, no war, only the breath of God that still lingered upon the wind. While others reached for heaven to rule it, Enoch looked to heaven to listen, and in that listening, history began to change.
One night, beneath a canopy of trembling stars, Enoch heard the voice that is not heard, the word before all words. It called him out from among men, out from the noise and the dust, into solitude and light. He felt the eternal pulse move through the sky, and it was as if time itself bowed. From that moment, he knew, walking with God meant walking apart. He would leave behind comfort, applause, and the world's applause for something far greater, presence. And that presence would never let him go.
Generations passed. The sons of men grew clever and cruel. They carved weapons instead of altars, crowns instead of kindness. The earth bled, and the heavens grew silent. Even angels began to look down in sorrow, for mankind had forgotten who made them. Yet Enoch remained a whisper of holiness and a storm of sin, a single light that refused to die. Every morning he rose before the dawn. He spoke to the silence, and the silence answered. He walked through forests of dew and fire, through valleys where even the birds held their breath. He felt unseen eyes upon him, not of men, but of heaven. And as his steps grew slower, his soul grew brighter. The boundary between earth and sky began to fade. One night, the stars moved. From their light descended beings clothed in flame, the Watchers. Once guardians of divine order, now they walked among men, tempted by beauty, corrupted by desire. They taught forbidden knowledge, the secrets of nettle, the naming of storms, the craft of destruction. Their children, giants and tyrants, filled the earth with blood, and Enoch wept, for heaven itself had fallen to earth. In a dream of fire, Enoch was lifted beyond the clouds. He saw thrones blazing in endless light, and rivers of living fire that purified all they touched. Angels moved like lightning across the vault of heaven, carrying tablets of remembrance, every word, every deed written upon them. And he saw mercy standing beside judgment, hand in hand. A voice said, "Nothing is lost. All shall be made right." When Enoch awoke, his heart burned with the weight of eternity. He stood before the elders and cried out, "Turn back! The earth is crying. The heavens are trembling. You have traded the breath of God for dust and gold. Repent before the waters rise and silence your songs." But they laughed at him, the man who spoke to invisible things. They mocked his purity and called his wisdom madness. Yet still he walked undeterred, for truth does not depend on echoes. And so Enoch began to write. On tablets of stone and bark, he inscribed what the angels showed him, the paths of the stars, the secrets of the winds, the names of those who fell. He wrote of the day of judgment, of the Messiah who would come with 10,000 holy ones. He wrote of the great flood that would cleanse the earth and the covenant that would follow. These words he sealed, not for his time, but for ours. In the stillness of a mountain cave, Enoch prayed, "O Lord of spirits, who made all things, remember your mercy when judgment comes. Let not your creation be forever lost. Teach the hearts of men to see your face again." And the heavens shuddered, for even God delights in the prayer of one who truly knows him. Then came the night when the veil between worlds grew thin. A light rose from the horizon, brighter than dawn, calling Enoch by name. He felt the weight of flesh begin to lift. The dust that clung to him turned to radiance. The air trembled, the earth held its breath, and the stars seemed to bow. It was time. And Enoch walked, one step upon earth, the next upon eternity. His heartbeat slowed, then joined the rhythm of heaven. He rose like smoke that knows where home is. No chariot of fire, no trumpet blast, only a whisper and the widening of light. And he was not, for God took him. The morning after, his footprints ended mid-path. The birds sang softly, as if mourning and worshiping at once. Men searched for him, but found only stillness. Yet in that stillness, they felt something holy, the echo of a life that refused to die. And from that day on, the world was never quite the same.
His words survived in secret scrolls, carried by generations who remembered the man who walked with God. They spoke of a time when light will return, when the Watcher's rebellion will be undone, and the Son of Man will come with hosts of heaven to judge the earth in righteousness. Enoch's life became a promise that mortality can touch the divine and live. Even now, when the wind moves through the mountains or the stars tremble in the night sky, some say it is Enoch walking still, not in body, but in glory, a bridge between dust and light. For faith is a journey without end, and those who walk with God never truly disappear.